Hey, I made Courage a Cowardly Doobie? Doink. I'm not exactly sure what I put in the title, but I want to show you how I made it. Let's get to it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this average doobie into Courage, the Cowardly Doobie. So if you guys like that, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good jazz. Let's get right into it. So out of all the pictures that I scoured through on the internet, I decided on this one to use pretty much as a template for my project. Now, as always, we're not going to be needing this entire doobie, so we're going to be cutting about 3/4 of the way down. So it's actually a little bit more than what we usually use because we're going to be making a full body sculpture of Courage. We usually only make about head pieces, but this time we decided to make an entire full body sculpture. Okay, once we're done sealing up that base, we can go ahead and head back to the other part of the doobie that we did not use. We'll be using that to make the shape of his nose or snout or whatever you call it. Then we're gonna go back to the base, cut out a rectangular shaped hole, and then pop that sucker right in. But before you actually pop in that snout, you're gonna need to make sure you actually make a sizable hole so that you can actually get that good airflow. Now after securing in the snout, we can go ahead and move into making the eyes. And for the eyes, we'll be rolling up this straight skinny doobie, which we'll be cutting down to size. Each eye is really only going to be about a centimeter in length, so we're only going to be cutting off the tips. So as you can see, I'd usually be putting in the eyes like this, but for this one, we're actually going to be putting it vertically so we can get the nice ovally shape of Courage's eyes. And then all we got to do is cut out some rectangular shaped holes and use them as his eye sockets. But before we pop those eyes into their sockets, we actually have to make our own separate holes in the back of each one of the eyes. Now besides completely shoving the eyes into the sockets, I decided to kind of leave them sitting on top so it really gives that nice 3D effect. And after his eyes are nicely secured in place, we can go ahead and add some details to his snout. Now to make Courage's triangular shaped nose, all we have to do is get one sheet of paper, cut that right in half, fold in the bottom half at a 45-degree angle right underneath the glue strip, lick it, seal it, cut it. Now after filling it up and cutting it a little more down to size, we're going to be ending up with this. And then you can see the exact same process that we did with the eyes, we're going to be repeating it with the nose. And then once we're done with his facial features, we can go ahead on to make Courage's iconic bent ears. Now, if you couldn't tell, these ears aren't very bent. So we're just gonna fix that. And after repeating that process once more, Courage now has his ears. Now before we make his limbs, we're actually gonna be making a quick little tail and pop that sucker right in. Now for Courage's arms and legs, we're simply going to be repeating the same exact process we did for his ears, filling them right up, and then putting them right into place. And now that everything's into place, I think we can go ahead and head into color. So for the color, you can see we're only really going to be needing pink, red, white, and black. And now because I consumed way too many doobies off camera, I totally forgot that I was supposed to be actually using this project with these pink papers as a base instead of the traditional brown papers that I usually use. And because this pink paper is so thin, it really lacks that nice and vibrant color. But we're going to push on forward and start adding color to the other details. So for all the black accents, we're actually going to be using this black cone that I found on Amazon. Then we're simply just going to cut it to shape, apply it to his nose, and then do the same thing to his ears. By using these root beer Juicy J papers, we're going to be using the nice white that it has to color in his eyes. And then after we're done coloring it, all we gotta do is wait for it to dry. And now that his eyes are dry, so he doesn't look so cataracty, we're gonna be adding his nice little black pupils. one little minor detail that I forgot to add were his little black back spots. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that we're finally done with all the black accents, we can head into making his mouth. Now for his mouth, the main color we're going to be using is red, even though we're going to be using other colors for his tongue and for his teeth. And as you can see, I actually lied to you because I decided to put some black accents around Courage's mouth. And that leaves us with one more little thing to do. We're going to be adding in the tip. And then once we got that bad boy inserted, I would say we are pretty much done and we can head into some glam shots. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end. I really had a lot of fun making Courage. How do you guys think you turned out? I'm pretty happy with it. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really helps. I really plan on putting out a lot more content like this in the future, so please stay tuned for that. Follow my Instagram, Twitch, which is where we'll be putting these crazy creations in action. So really hope to see y'all there. Love y'all. See y'all next time.